Stop scrolling. Have you ever wondered how a simple, everyday moment could change your life forever? Sometimes the most unexpected encounters can lead to the most beautiful stories. This is one such tale. Discover how a lost violin brought two hearts together in the most unexpected way. It's a story of serendipity, of fate, and of the magic that happens when two souls connect over a shared passion. On a rainy night, Nikki, a college student, rushed to a bus stop. The rain was relentless, pouring down in sheets, soaking everything in its path. Nikki was drenched, his clothes clinging to his skin, but he didn't care. He had to catch the last bus home. As he reached the bus stop, he noticed something unusual. There on the bench was a violin case with the name Vioni written on it. It was an elegant case, clearly well loved and well used. Nikki couldn't help but wonder who had left it behind. He smiled, thinking how the name was almost like violin. It was a charming coincidence, and it made him feel a strange connection to the instrument and its owner. He imagined the beautiful music that must have come from it, the hours of practice and dedication. Nikki waited for 2 hours, hoping Vioni would return, but the rain poured on. The bus stop was deserted, and the only sound was the relentless patter of rain on the roof. He felt a sense of responsibility for the violin, as if it had been entrusted to him. He decided to keep the violin safe for the night. He couldn't bear the thought of it being damaged or stolen. As he walked home, the case felt surprisingly light, yet it carried a weight of responsibility. Nikki searched for Vioni on Facebook, but found nothing. He tried different spellings, different variations, but there was no trace of her. It was as if she didn't exist. Frustrated but undeterred, he knew he had to try other ways to find her. He called violin schools but had no luck. Each call ended in disappointment, with no one knowing a student named Vioni. It was disheartening, but Nikki refused to give up. He felt a strange determination to reunite the violin with its owner. Determined, he left a note at the bus stop. "Vioni, I found your instrument. Meet me here on Sunday morning." Nikki. It was a long shot, but it was the only idea he had left. He hoped that Vioni would see the note and come to claim her violin. Sunday came and no one showed up. Nikki waited for hours, watching as the sun rose and the morning light filled the bus stop. Each passing minute felt like an eternity, and with each one his hope dwindled a little more. Nikki felt she might have abandoned the violin. The thought saddened him. He couldn't understand why someone would leave behind something so precious. He wondered about Vioni, about her story, and why she hadn't come to retrieve her instrument. Just an hour later, a nervous girl with glasses arrived. It was Vioni. She looked around anxiously, her eyes searching for something. When she saw Nikki holding the violin case, her face lit up with relief and gratitude. Nikki asked her to play something, but she admitted she wasn't good. She looked down, embarrassed, and explained that she had lost confidence in her playing. The violin had been her passion, but she felt she wasn't talented enough to pursue it seriously. Encouragingly, Nikki told her, "Stop disrespecting your music. Maybe I was meant to cheer you on." He spoke with such sincerity that Vioni couldn't help but feel a glimmer of hope. His words touched her deeply, and she felt a renewed sense of purpose. Vioni felt a spark of hope. For the first time in a long while, she believed in herself and her music. Nikki's encouragement was the push she needed to start playing again, to rediscover the joy and passion she once had for the violin. 2 months later, she met Nikki again, excitedly saying, "I think I can play better now." She had been practicing diligently, and her confidence had grown. She couldn't wait to show Nikki how much she had improved. Nikki smiled. "I know, your playing is mesmerizing. I followed you to your institution and listened during weekends. Sorry for that," he admitted with a sheepish grin. He had been so captivated by her music that he couldn't resist listening to her practice. Vioni smiled. "Thank you, Nikki. If not for you, I might never have played again." Her gratitude was genuine, and she felt a deep connection to Nikki. He had believed in her when she couldn't believe in herself, and that had made all the difference. Nikki replied, "I wish to see you play all over the world." His words were filled with hope and admiration. He truly believed that Vioni had the talent to become a renowned violinist, and he wanted to see her achieve her dreams. With a blush, Vioni agreed, "Yes, the end." Her heart was full of hope and determination. She knew that with Nikki's support, she could achieve anything. Their serendipitous encounter had changed both their lives forever, and they looked forward to a future filled with music and possibility.